Hey YouTube, it's Naeem Nappy, and I'm back for another Tip Tuesday. Now this week I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Ayurvedic herbs that cleanse the hair. Now before we dive in, I want to share with you that a lot of the Ayurvedic herbs that I'm choosing contain saponins. Now this is derived from the word sapo or soap, which means that these herbs contain a foaming or cleansing agent. So that brings us right into the first herb that we're going to talk about, and that is Aritha. So Aritha or soap nuts is a really natural, eco-friendly cleanser. It can be used as detergent, laundry detergent, dish detergent, and actually contains a high number of saponins in it. Now because of this, a lot of people find that Aritha can be a bit drying to your hair. And also if you guys have ever used Aritha, the granules are a bit larger than normal. As you can see in this video when I make the mask, some of the granules do get stuck in your hair. So I learned that you guys can blend the Aritha granules in a coffee grinder, or you can choose to soak them in water and strain them with a cheesecloth and then use the soapy water to cleanse your hair. Now Aritha contains actually a lot of foam boosting suds, so if you enjoy a sudsy wash, I would say Aritha is one of the herbs that actually does produce a number of suds in your hair. Now, if you were looking to make a mixture that is not as harsh or not as cleansing to your hair, I recommend using half or quarter cup of Aritha with a quarter cup of AMLA and a quarter cup of Aloe. Okay, so using that will give you some conditioning as well as some cleansing properties to help cleanse your hair without stripping it. Okay, so the next herb I'm going to talk about is SHIKAKAI. Now I actually recently did a video on SHIKAKAI and I loved how my hair felt. It definitely did not feel stripped, and I didn't mix it with other herbs. Now SHIKAKAI is a natural astringent that strengthens the hair at its roots. It cleanses it, promotes hair growth, and provides a natural cooling effect on your scalp when you use it. Now SHIKAKAI is commonly mixed with AMLA and Brahmi powder, and in my video here I use SHIKAKAI with AMLA, and again the AMLA, as we learned in our previous video about conditioning herbs, is a nice conditioning herb, so that mixture provides a nice gentle cleanse with some really conditioning properties. So the next herb I'm going to be talking about is Hibiscus or cedar powder. Now you guys, I really actually enjoyed doing that video on Hibiscus a few weeks ago. Now Hibiscus actually contains a plant wax, and that plant wax contains a saponin, which gently cleanses, but also a conditioning or wax agent that helps coat the strands, providing moisture. So this one herb is actually a cleanser and conditioner all in one. Now the wax also contains fatty acids and amino acids that help penetrate deep into the strands, providing moisture, and the major saponin, creatine A, provides antimicrobial and antifungal properties for the scalp. Now, if you want to add some more conditioning properties to it, again, you can use some of the herbs from last week, such as AMLA, aloe, or you can make your mixture with rose water, you guys, and that will really provide some softening effects to your hair. All right, so now the fourth herb I really love to use to cleanse my hair is hibiscus. Now hibiscus is known as the gentle cleanser because again, it does have a lot of conditioning properties to it. Now hibiscus contains strengthening and conditioning properties. It strengthens the hair at its root. It also promotes hair growth. Now you guys, hibiscus also contains a reddish tint to it. So if you do have light colored hair, it can stain your hair a reddish color. So just a caution, a word of warning to you. Now another great thing about hibiscus is that it has a low pH or an acidic pH. So it does have some really great conditioning properties. Now this to me, I would say is again a gentle cleanser. So if you're looking for something to add a little oomph to it, I recommend adding either a tablespoon of Aritha or a tablespoon of SHIKAKAI to your hibiscus powder to get more of that cleansing properties. But sometimes if you're just wanting like a gentle cleanse, I recommend using the hibiscus powder on its own. Now of course you can see how I've used hibiscus powder up in this video here that I'll link right up top over here. So now the fifth herb I want to talk about is rosemary. Now I want to talk about that in conjunction with apple cider vinegar because that's how I use rosemary in my regimen. Now you can either steep or use rosemary plant, or you can use rosemary essential oil, and that is the option that I choose to use. Now I use that with apple cider vinegar to cleanse my scalp. Now, rosemary helps to balance the natural oils found in your scalp and to help stimulate hair growth. Now, the apple cider vinegar has a low or acidic pH, which additionally helps to cleanse and condition the hair. Now, I will usually spray this on my roots and massage it in to help go ahead and lift that dirt and cuticles from the hair, also helping to stimulate your hair growth as you massage the apple cider vinegar and rosemary oils into your hair. Additionally, rosemary contains antioxidant properties. It's also rich in iron and calcium, which help to boost collagen production, which is really essential for healthy hair growth. Now, you guys, thanks for staying with me to the end, and because of that, I'm gonna give you an extra cleanser. Now, it's not necessarily an Ayurvedic cleanser, but it is an all-natural cleanser, and it is my favorite cleanser of all time, and that is Rhassoul Clay. Now, the great thing about Rhassoul Clay, you can actually add in some other herbs to it to make it an Ayurvedic cleanser. Now, to me, you guys, Rhassoul Clay is better than bentonite clay, as in it doesn't pull everything from your hair, and it leaves your hair feeling soft and moisturized. Now, one of the two main components in Rhassoul Clay is the magnesium and silica, which are really key to having strong and healthy hair. Now, I love to use this mask. I have multiple videos. I'll show you guys how I use it in my hair, on my face. It's very gentle, great for people who have sensitive skin, such as me, because I have eczema. But yeah, you guys, I'll leave some recipes up here for you guys and down in the description box on how to use Rhassoul Clay in your regimen. And that's it for this week's Tip Tuesday. Next week, I will be talking about stylers. And again, I will show you actually a new styler and how to make it and use it in your regimen. So you want to stay tuned and subscribe to my video for next week. That's it for this week's Tip Tuesday. I'll see you next time. Bye.